apparently in the city of Calgary, they're breaking records for firearm-related violence, like all-time records in the city. Isn't that interesting, right? So I guess the record that has gotten broken is, of all the homicides in Calgary, which I think are a record high, 57% of them were shootings with firearms, and they've never had that happen before. Isn't that interesting? Anyway, here's a clip.
Alberta is calling has definitely had some unintended consequences. And one of the major consequences is, I think, a rise in gang activity.
In the past 1 week, Calgarians have been waking up to news of gun violence in the city almost every day.
The offenders are becoming more and more brazen. They are out there to send a very strong message to those that oppose them. And now in terms of opposition, these are generally other gangs.
Gun violence advocacy groups like the Calgary Taxpayers Association argue that this spike in Calgary shootings is not related to the Alberta is Calling campaign and gangs, but a result of lack of enforcement.
I believe the problem stems within the city. There needs to be harsher punishments. They need to not have a catch and release for those that have committed these crimes. The situation is at a crisis level, and it needs to be addressed immediately by the mayor and by city council.
We all need to work together. Crime prevention is, is not the job of police. Police, they do an amazing job of crime investigation. I think crime prevention, a lot of it has to be driven by the community.
And, so the interesting part of all this is the Liberals have been in power. They've been in charge for coming up 9 years. 9 years. And they came right out of the gates attacking gun clubs and sport shooters and to a far lesser degree hunters. And it's been a full attack on those groups of people exclusively for 9 years straight. Bill C-71, Bill C-21, Bill C-21 amendments, and I don't know, whatever, 60 of them that went through, not just the 2 that were withdrawn, and a handgun ban, and a massive long gun prohibition in May 2020, May 1st, 2020. And incredible amounts of rhetoric and division and all this stuff going on for 9 years. And violence is going up. Violence has gone up, not down. Violence didn't even stay the same. It's gone up wildly during their time in office. Isn't that amazing? And you know what? All this clamping down on licensed gun owners, this full-on frontal assault on exclusively licensed gun owners. It's really something, right? And violence has gone up. I wonder what the docs for protection from guns have to say about that. I guess the evidence isn't conclusive and overwhelming and indisputable and irrefutable. I guess it's not, right? And the anti-gunners and all the rest of these people, just, I don't know, it's pretty amazing to me. They just keep year after year after year breaking new records for firearm-related violence while they're destroying clubs and destroying people that haven't done anything to deserve it. I just think that's interesting. So I don't know. I think this is really going to hurt the anti-gunners and all of these narcissists, like the doctors for protection from guns, where they're like, oh, the evidence is clear. It's like, well, no, the evidence isn't clear. It doesn't matter. You're a hater. You're attacking women. You're a racist. I don't know. I don't think that stuff works anymore. And you know what? Even across the political spectrum, I don't think it really works anymore. People are tired of it. They know that it was a red herring from day one, but now they're just so sick of it. And again, at the very end, either something is true or it isn't. Everything that these people have done has resulted in more violence. Just kind of interesting, don't you think?
Remember, if you don't stand up for your own ability to own and use firearms, who will? Join the CCFR or donate right now at www.firearmrights.ca.